Scott, for you, I'm sure you've been asked before, but are you a fan of the films of Miyazaki? Yes, I am. So, what are your favorites? You- the ones that come to mind as examples, um, excuse me, Kiki's Delivery Service, the English title, Kiki's Delivery Service, Porco Rosso. Did I mention that? Maybe I mentioned the story about seeing the English version, the English language version of Princess Mononoke in the theaters when it was released. And it was released when in U.S. theaters when I was still a college student. Speaking of university days, and I went to see it in my university town's local theater, and in New England, and I went and saw it. I'd seen it, I think, a number of times already because it was a big deal. Princess Mononoke, and the voice actors I think included people like Billy Crudup and Minnie Driver and Claire Danes. And it just so happened, I went to this huge university, and Claire Danes was a student enrolled at the university where I was also enrolled. We were in different classes, and I wasn't friends with Claire Danes. I didn't have any direct connection or any direct or indirect connection with her, but I knew that she was in the same university enrollment. But that was that. But I saw Princess Mononoke, and her voice acting, was very, very skilled, well done. On some scenes, and some very intense, violent scenes, involving shooting and arrows and wounded animals and bloodletting and the like. So it's quite intense scenes. There's a scene where her character that she portrays, Claire Danes' voice acting is character, her name's Sun. And there's a scene where Sun in the film, kind of early on, is there's a wound, and in order to treat the wound, has to suck out the blood and spit it out. It's a kind of famous scene in the film, somewhat early on, but you see her sucking out the blood, and then her mouth is sort of covered in blood because of what she had to do, and she looks towards one of the characters, kind of looking at the camera with an intense look in her face, in her eyes, and in the blood around. So that's a very famous scene. But anyway, so I bring this scene up because, okay, so I watched the film, and afterwards, and I think I went to see the film by myself. I didn't have that many friends when I went to college, so I went to movies usually by myself, and then I'd go afterwards, maybe by myself, to one of the local pizzerias, pizza houses, because the university town where I went to, it was kind of famous for having a lot of pizza houses. And I like pizza, so I went to a local pizza house, sitting by myself. It was kind of for dinner, and got a slice of pizza and sat down at a table and just eating. It was really great pizza. And then, kind of diagonally across the way there, I see at the table, one of the other tables there, I see Claire Danes, and and she was there with a bunch of other people, some friends of hers from college, I'm assuming. But I see her, and then and I didn't say hi or anything, but I looked at her, not too much. I didn't want to stare and be rude, but I just looked over and I said, "Oh, that's Claire Danes," and I noticed her eating pizza, and I couldn't help myself. It just reminded me. I just suddenly went back to that scene in Princess Mononoke where the character that she's portraying, Sun, is like sucking up the blood and all this. So it's like, oh my goodness, it's like the scene has come to life in front of you. It's not some wound though. It's like it's pizza with the tomato sauce and the thing like that. So it's like, oh my gosh, it's like the scene is replaying itself before my very eyes in this random pizza restaurant in New Haven, Connecticut. So I was like, wow, this is like. So anyway, I've never forgotten that. So, but anyway, yeah. Sorry, that's my random Miyazaki story. So yes, but yes, yeah. Sorry, very round. I'm so sorry. To answer your question, yes, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Miyazaki films. And what about you? What are some of your favorite Miyazaki films? Please let me know.